album. I think this album, if it's right there, if it's not, it's better.
I think it's better,
I almost want to say it's better, but...
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. Wherever Freddie Gibbs goes, it seems drama soon follows. Baby mamas, rapper beefs, court cases, social media scandals, you name it. Gibbs got it. In the past decade, Freddie Gibbs has been rap's saving grace. When you think about it, hip-hop has been in a pretty good place in the past year, at least in terms of quality. People who are once swayed by mumbling autotune and shallow punchlines finally seem to be demanding more from their faves. Freddie Gibbs just released another album of the year contender.
You should be ashamed of yourself, doctor. You're a doctor.
I apologize.
Come on, man.
Yo, but this some new music we got to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Music.
Yes, we do. Man. Let's get right to it. Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist.
Yo, this album
Alfredo 2.
Is this when he just Jim Jones in a man?
Maybe. It's open to interpretation.
Humphreys?
A few people got some boss.
I will bark.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, they gotta go get that. This is gonna be my favorite album this year.
This is 5.
The production is crazy. Alright, don't give him the whole joint.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. I was
You get lost in this shit.
Yo, you can't. Yo, honestly, this is my favorite album, and I thought the clips were like my album of the year. This is right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
This goes to my point that when everybody kept saying about the Clips album that, yo, it's a pivot, and everybody... This is going to prove what I've been trying to say. They marketed the hell out of that album, and it's an amazing album. I think this album, if it's right there, if it's not, it's better.
I think it's better, but
I almost want to say it's better, but it's...
on first listen, I think it's better. But
I'm not gonna say it's better. I think it's missing the depth of like the birds, and you know what I mean. Like it's missing a little bit of that.
That's the only thing that's gonna make it different for me. The concept of the album already makes it better for me. The Clips album.
I enjoyed this one sonically more.
Sure.
And so that was a little bit of it, but I see your point.
I get it. I'm not mad at it.
I don't think it's a wrong choice.
Like I said, it's right there.
Yeah, they're right there.
Gibbs
I'm not mad at either one.
Gibbs' run as far as putting out projects needs to be spoken about. Just the level of rapping he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he a rapper.
Yes.
Yeah, but but
a lot of
consistent, bro.
A lot of the rappers that be they Achilles heel. Like they can't make an album.
They can't make albums.
Yeah.
You can rap, you can go in there and get on a freestyle and go crazy every single time.
Right.
You can jump on somebody else's beat and go crazy every single time.
Be trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
But putting a cohesive album together, and this ain't the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time that he's done it.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
So he throwing some shots, and
I feel like the whole album is throwing shots.
Yeah, he's throwing some shots.
Yeah.
I like that about Gibbs, though.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I like
it.
I like that.
Alchemist, I feel like went into some different bags on this. There's a lot more drums and low end. Like, shit's knocking a little bit more than typical Alchemist projects.
Another person we got to talk about, the run that he's been on. As far
for sure.
Stuff he did with Hit Boy and
shit, the 2 Chainz project in June, when I really got Larry June. The album to me was in number 2 until maybe this one pushes it.
I think rappers really need to pay attention to what the Clips and Freddie and get with a producer to really shape that sound of the project.
We need to bring that back.
If you're really trying to make a cohesive album.
I agree.
Well, get with an executive producer who understands what it is to make an album, not just giving you a cool beat. That is a lost art at this
You
point.
think they can afford it?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't always think it's the you have to go get the biggest name producer. Sometimes it's just synergy. Sometimes it's just them knowing you and get some low.
Bro, I'll give you an example, dog. And this was my biggest knock on when I was talking about ESTG. He came in the game with Forever Rolling. Many people ain't know who he was. It's not a big name producer, but together they sound was perfect for him. So they can go do a whole project. And now, you get what I'm saying? You don't got to go get Alk or Pharrell or something like that. Just get who works for you, lock in, and y'all build together. Stop trying to just...
A lot of times, too, it's not even necessarily like you got to pay Alchemist or Pharrell or whoever for every beat. It's like you can do a partnership album where you're just splitting the album.
And it's released on both our labels.
And executive producing an album does not mean that you're actually the person producing everything sometimes.
That's true.
You might go ahead and bring some people in, but let someone have an idea for where this album needs to go. Let them structure it.
Somebody that know what they're doing.
Yeah. This album,
I mean, we talk, bro.
I'm not turning this off.
We talk about Nas as one of the greatest ever, but the big knock against him was what? Beat picking. And then what happens? You sit down with Hit Boy and knocked out 2 classic series.
Yeah.
I think that was unfair what they were putting on him, but I get it.
But
it was unfair a little bit, but
a little unfair, but there was some truth in there.
A little bit.
So yeah,
they killed him for having Trackmasters production. Like that wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like
everything don't work, but everything don't work for everybody, yo.
That don't mean we gonna
just
mesh.
Because you the best over here.
You heard what Kanye said,
right.
But it was written was a classic.
Yeah,
but at the time, people were like, "Oh man, it's all this clean production." And looking back at it now, I was like,
I like it.
First of all, it wasn't that clean.
I like it better than Illmatic.
A super classic. Yeah.
I hate that conversation, but yeah,
we're not gonna have it again. But
I hear it, I respect it, but yeah, I think that's crazy.
Is there anything else in new music?
Well, it's plenty of stuff. I just wanted to add another piece to this Tyler thing because at the conversation we had a couple of days ago, I hadn't heard it yet. I don't know what the fuck Joe was talking about. I mean, he was clowning a little bit the sound of it. It was like 80s. Like
this shit sound good.
It sounds amazing.
That shit is fire.
That shit is fire.
You heard it in the car?
It got an 80s feel to it. It does have an 80s feel to it.
Yeah, just not the 80s music he was playing.
He put the different 80s on it.
He was joking, but
I know, I get it.
No, it has an 80s feel to it.
Yeah.
Mostly all the songs that I heard, you could literally...
I had a really horrible joke and I'm going to leave it alone. Carry on.
What's the joke?
It's an inappropriate.
We'll just say it and then just in case we got
to try to lure him into your little.
Hey,
no, it's fine.
No, but it's 29 minutes of great music to me. I listened to it a few times because it's a short album. I was able to listen to it a few times over a short amount of time, and I loved every track. Down to the last track. When the last track, which is maybe my favorite one, it was time to. It was back at the top of the album again. And I was like, yo, that was a good ride. It was 29 minutes, and he did a pop up in Brooklyn a couple of days ago. I know some people who were there, and they said it was crazy.
He was under the bridge or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Under the K bridge.
Tyler has entered that level of artistry where I don't think it's possible for him to make bad music. It's not. It's just going to be a matter of if you're into it at the moment and whatever his creative direction is. Like that, I listened to it yesterday, and I was like.
I was blown away by it, actually.
Dope. Like, I just like that every album's progressing. He has a different sound. The look of it is different. He's going into more of getting off an idea, getting off an actual concept instead of just...
It reminded me when Kanye was in his bag at that moment where he was like, I don't know what he's about to do next, but I'm going to just go for it. And again, I might not love this one or that one, but I appreciate the artistry of it. I felt the same way listening to this. And the last Tyler album, I felt the same way about it. And it's interesting.
And the one before that.
Yeah,
and the one before that.
Yeah,
and the one before that.
Right.
Yeah. He's been on a very fucking
run.
Yeah, and it's like generation. My nephew, who's like, I think like 12 or something, I don't know. But he listens. He's a huge fan. He was at the show in Philly, like screaming, jumping up, and and the whole crowd's there. I got my friends who were under the bridge in Brooklyn the other day, and it's like his fan base is so wide, and the music, the body of work is so long. Now you can go back a couple decades now. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like,
and it's funny because his first introduction to me, it was kind of like this kid who didn't take anything serious.
Yeah, for sure.
But you see in his art, like he takes this.
What he grew into, right?
Yeah, like what he grew into, the way he speaks about hip hop now. Whenever you hear him, he's like, I see him in the future being one of the big spokesmen for hip hop, just as far as elder statesmen, the people that you look up to would be him.
I think in the last 8 years, maybe, I'm not sure if you can name someone who makes better albums than Tyler.
I don't have a fight with you on that.
Yeah, you ain't
like.
Wrong.
This run
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's like
they're in the same conversation.
Yeah, they're in that conversation.
I would say Tyler more, but in the same conversation.
I think he makes more. There's more room for everyone to love a Tyler album. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick really does stick to a certain base as far as hip hop wise go.
Yeah.
And Tyler goes to places where whether he's singing or whether he's rapping. So yeah, I give you that. But as far as the quality, they both.
It's again, which one do you like?
Yeah.
It's like, which one do you like? What else is out there that's dope?
Well, real quick, because they're looking at. We were talking about what Tyler might do first week.
Tyler said,
Stop playing with me.
He shit all of us. Right?
Our bad.
Stop playing with me. He did.
It was like 2-something?
215.
Oh shit.
In a short week.
Yeah.
I had him at like 160, 170. Yeah, and I was feeling like that was generous.
That's right, because he dropped on Monday.
On Monday. On the short week.
But my thought was that week 2 it would even out. Like basically he would kill everybody week 2, and I still think he is going to kill everybody week 2. But he's.
They said 140,000 of that is pure sales.
Wow.
Even the pure sales number is.
That's fire.
Salute.
Yeah, round of applause.
I don't think
well fucking deserved.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that the numbers matter, but still.
Yeah, numbers don't matter, but you just highlight shit.
I'm not sure if did he post something about him and Frank Ocean being like, it's a rap?
Oh, I didn't see that.
People kept asking, and he made a post like, yo, it's
Wait, say more. I want to make sure we talk about the same thing.
not a rap, but just saying like they're no longer cool, they're disconnected, our future's over, don't ever. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's unfortunate.
I didn't hear it, but we haven't seen Odd Future as a collective in 10 years.
There's no surprise there, but I didn't realize it was any reason why given.
He didn't say.
That's unfortunate.
Frank seemed to be doing whatever he's doing. I can see how that would just be.
You inconsiderate, Frank.
I'm not following you down this joke late. Maybe after work.
Salute to Tyler. Salute to Freddie and Al. That album is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.